Live with coverage you can count on. This is News 2 at 6.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nicole Butler. We begin with breaking news tonight. That was an exclusive video from our sister station WKRN of shots fired inside of a theater in Antioch, Tennessee, just a few miles south of Nashville.
Here's what we know right now.
Police say a suspect, a white man in his 50s, entered the theater just after 1 local time during a showing of Mad Max Fury Road and started going after people with a hatchet.
About 15 minutes later, I heard that same small caliber pop, 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 followed by some much larger sounding caliber fire.
3 people suffered minor injuries from being pepper sprayed by the suspect. The bomb squad also detonated a backpack the suspect brought with him, though it's unknown what was inside of it. A police department spokesman said the first officer who ran into the theater likely saved many lives. Back here at home, a homicide investigation is now underway in West Ashley, where a domestic dispute left 1 woman dead. The deadly shooting happened at a home on Braxton Avenue just before 8:30 this morning.
28-year-old William Gould Jr. from Somerville turned himself in. He's facing murder and weapon charges.
Orangeburg County deputies are searching for a Santee man who did not register as a sex offender. A warrant is out now for Robin Johnson, who turns 56 this Saturday. The last time Johnson registered was in December. He was supposed to get registered again 2 months later, but he did not. He pled guilty in 1994 to a charge of criminal sexual conduct. If you know where Johnson may be, call Crime Stoppers at 554-1111. Crime Stoppers is also the number to call if you have any information on a car break-in in Somerville just last month.
This surveillance video just came into our newsroom. It shows a suspect in a car break-in on Pauley Drive on July 27th. According to Somerville police, a couple items were stolen, including speakers and a camera.
Again, if you know who this person is, call Crime Stoppers.
The flag is now gone from the State House grounds, but the flag is not gone from South Carolina.
Congressman Jim Clyburn agrees the Palmetto State is moving in the right direction, but at a roundtable today in Columbia, he said there are still racist symbols that should be removed. Specifically, he named the Confederate Navy Jack flag that's flying at the chapel on Citadel's campus. The school has to get permission from the General Assembly before it can remove the flag. The state's decision to remove the controversial banner from State House grounds meets the approval of most people. According to a new poll, 57% of Americans agree with the decision, but 34% believe it was a wrong move. Among the people who did disagree with the removal, some 54% cited the flag's historical significance. Some 27% said it was a misunderstood symbol, including 20% who said it was wrongly cast as a symbol of hatred, racism, or slavery. Today, we got a progress report on the Ralph H. Johnson VA Center. They finished last year as the 6th fastest growing VA in the country with a 7.4% growth rate and expect to see a 10% growth rate this year. Also, they are the national leader in the telemental health. It's a way for veterans who can't come to the facility to see a physician remotely.
But in general, part of the reason is it's often difficult to hire staff at some of these more remote and rural sites who are trained in specialty services and things like that. Also, just the distance. Telemental health helps to reduce wait time, travel time, time off of work. There's really a lot of advantages.
Along with the main VA hospital in Charleston, there are outpatient clinics in Beaufort, Myrtle Beach, Savannah, in Goose Creek, and at the Trident Medical Center. Santee Cooper celebrated a milestone this month. Its Gopher, or Give Oil for Energy Recovery program, turned 25 years old. In these 25 years, they've collected 30 million gallons of oil that they can then recycle.
The oil that you drop off, you can drop off it across the state at all the different stations that we have, the Gopher stations, and it goes into a drum. And then we have people who come by and pick that up and put that into trucks, into the oil trucks, and take it to our generating stations. There it's actually used to produce electricity.
Santee Cooper says with the electricity, Gopher could be able to power every average-sized home in the state for about 10 days. Now, is it summer of the shark? People been up and down the Carolina coast, and photos of a large shark caught just off of Folly Beach have beachgoers cautious. News 2's Travis Rice talked with fishermen today who say what's out there have always been out there.
Well before many begin their day on land, some return from the sea. Fishermen that just so happen to catch larger fish.
And that's the one we caught the next.
Shark fishing season never closes. However, there are limits per boat.
It's good to comply.
It's good to comply, but
It's good to comply.
They're often referred to as routine, but as we often see in high-profile cases, traffic stops can turn deadly in an instant. The I-Team heads out on the road with Charleston County deputies to find out what your rights are during a traffic stop and what law enforcement can legally ask you if you are pulled over. It's important information that every driver needs to know. Tomorrow night at News 2 at 6.
Coming up on News 2 at 6.
New bill in the U.S. Senate aims to keep guns out of the hands of people who aren't supposed to have them. We check to see what the new bill would mean for South Carolina. What's next on the other side of this quick break.